We're on the phone with OCWEN, but while I'm on the phone, I'm going to have you guys document this right here. Yours is not $500,000 worth of interest, but that's the question I'm asking OCWEN right now. And so what I need for you all to do is take a look at the information here and place this information in your qualified written request and your Freedom of Information Act request. And those of you who copied the mandatory letter that we put up a couple months ago, you want to add this information to that document. Okay? And you will just put in your state's information. Now we're going to go from 4. And what you're going to do is just pause it so that you can copy it. Now they have me on hold. He says I was upset. He says I was a little excited. So I told him I wasn't upset or excited.
For being online, sorry for the hold. It's taking some more time. May I please place your call on hold? Thank you, sir.
Didn't even wait for me to say, knock yourself out, before he said, thank you, sir, and then put me back on hold. Taking a little bit more time, because I told him, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But I told him, I said, hey, if it's going to take you longer than 20 minutes thinking that by putting me on hold, it's going to make me calm down or something because you think I'm excited, then no, you don't have my permission to put me on hold. Alright, it says I will also need you to know who the securitization trustee is, number 5, and accused number and the ticker numbers for the security, as I have an interest due me because I'm the trust interest holder. Okay, TIH. Okay. Notice that interest is accumulating for every single day that I go without receiving payment. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you have a security being traded on the market. You're supposed to be receiving payments. You get to charge interest for every day you have not received any money, and you get to sue the trustee because it's his responsibility to make sure you get paid. Okay, thank you. Now they have placed or shown no proof of standing. You must provide proof of standing since this was blah 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 blah. And then lets them know that they're to be contacting me and being in touch with me, and she's issuing this power of attorney. So this is my power of attorney, and permit them 35 days to respond. Now I can't give you the rest of the information because the rest of the information actually has stuff that we're not putting out on video. Okay? So don't worry about it. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Okay? Now we're going to delete, drop that down, and ladies and gentlemen, this site was attached to the EON v3, the SATCOM site, so it is not, it's up, but it's not up, if that makes sense. I don't have any access to the site because of the EON v3. The EON v3 will be taken care of in July. Okay, it'll be back up in July, so I just have to wait. Okay, so just to let you know, but so that you guys understand what's going on, pay attention to this. SATCOM 911, this one. SATCOM 911 is up. There's a problem. SATCOM 911's videos are up because I put them up today. So now we got to go back and find out what's going on with SATCOM 911. Something ain't right.
I'm Dave.
So much for being online, so sorry for the hold. So yes, sir, I will have to get that answer from our backend team, the research department. I don't have that information at this moment.
What do you mean you don't have the financial information? You're the servicer.
I'm the servicer, that's right.
No, not you. Not, excuse me, you are not the servicer. OCWEN is the servicer. And I've been asking this for 4 months, and you guys have placed this property up for sale next week. when you haven't provided this information to me, and by law, this was a qualified written request, and you haven't provided this information, you need to get this property off of sale until this information is provided. We're under RISPA. I don't have time to play games.
I see that that on June 20th there is a confirmed foreclosure sale date. We have already placed in a request to check we can hold the property from foreclosure or not to our attorneys.
When am I going to get that proof that that's done, and I'm going to get the information I'm asking for, because I've asked for a validation of this debt, not a verification. There's a big difference between validation and verification. And the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, both for the state of Maryland and for the United States, specifically identifies what validation requires. And that validation is also under RISPA, because you guys have to provide me an accurate accounting because you are servicing this note. By the way, where's the letter from FHA?
Which
the
letter?
letter. This is a FHA loan. This is a HUD loan. It's a government loan. You guys have a contract with HUD.
So which letter are you
I'm talking about the letter giving you authorization to foreclose on this HUD loan, according to the FHA Act of 1934. It's a common letter. So where is the authorization giving you the authority to foreclose on this home through HUD?
I can get that letter sent out to you as well.
Where would I receive confirmation that you put this property on hold for foreclosure sale until we get this RISPA issue taken care of?
How do you want me to send it to you, sir?
We can do email. Email works perfect for me.
Can you help me with your email address?
Email address is E as in Edward, E as in Edward, O as in Oliver, N as in Nancy, K as in Calvin, M as in Mary, A as in Albert, eeonkma@gmail.com.
Thank you. Just give me one moment. EON, that is E for Echo, E for Echo, O for Oscar, N for November, K for Kilo, N for Mary @gmail.com. Are you there?
I said correct. Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, I know that fool didn't just hang up on me. No, he didn't just hang up on me. I don't know who he think he was. Hold on, y'all. Give me one moment. I gotta call this mother back. 800-746-2936. This is OCWEN. We're gonna send. We have to do this because I have to log the number in. So we're gonna go here and here. OC. Come on now. WEN. OCWEN. Oh, so that you were already here. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the individual's number. So we're going to call this individual. But while we call, let me do this right here. Let's do that. So while we call that, I need y'all to hold on a second because I got to give some personal information that y'all don't need to know.
For June 20th of 2017 has been set on hold. Okay. Now with regards to your request that was made. Now I do see that there was already a request that was raised by one of the representatives to the research department, wherein they have clearly mentioned that you would like to know how we came up with the amount of $558,111.86 as reinstatement interest only, and you wanted a validation of the debt, and you also wanted the FCHS file for file regulatory disputes, and wanted us to provide a written authorization letter from FHA to foreclose the property, and you wanted all this information via email, and the email address we have here is eeonkm@gmail.com.
KMA.
This
K
is the
as in Mary. I mean, K as in Calvin, M as in Mary, A as in Albert. EONKMA@gmail.com.
kma@gmail.com. Okay, so I think we have an incorrect email address. I will have that updated for
No,
you.
as I
Okay,
mentioned,
so right now, just
you guys are the servicer.
yes, sir, go ahead.
You're supposed to provide us with the financials on this account. We also need to know whom the securitization trustee is. You see, this property is being traded on the market as a mortgage-backed security. Patra has not received a single dime from the trade, and by law, she's a trust interest holder. Because she's a trust interest holder, she's supposed to be receiving dividends and payments as a result of allowing the property to be traded on the market. You see, just because you have a deed of trust doesn't give the servicer or the lender or the holder in due course the right to trade the property. They need Patra's permission. She signed a deed of trust under notary. She's not receiving any benefits. The law says that she's required to interest on her trade, on her property, because she's listed as the owner of the property being traded on the market.
Mr. Jones, right now I see that based on the request that we have, it was in the month of November of 2016, where I see that we had some a response from the research
Please,
department,
your research
wherein
department didn't provide us
some,
anything. Again, the RISPA Act
after
requires you to respond specifically to our request, plus we did a FOIA request. Take a look at the qualified written request. It was a RISPA, FOIA, and a debt dispute. We gave you 3 different laws for which you had to comply with. RISPA gives you 60 days to give a response. It doesn't say that any response you give is acceptable. It just says that you have to respond specifically to the request. You guys haven't done that. If you had, then you would be telling me, we gave that to you. Here it is right here. Here are the numbers. By the way, here is a copy of the letter. We wouldn't be told, well, we got to research that because the last representative told me these are his words, not mine. Sir, I don't have that information right now. Sir, we're going to have to research that information. So no, you never provided what we asked for, which is a violation of law. And each one of those months, while we were doing our dispute and our request, you kept accumulating interest. That's against the law. You kept giving charges. That's against the law. OCWEN, you cannot do this. All debt collection activity must cease while the debt is being disputed. We're disputing the debt. We sent you a FOIA request for which you're violating the FOIA Act, and we sent you a qualified written request. And you have not responded to any of those. That, pardon the expression, junk that OCWEN sent claiming that it was a response to our qualified written request was, I don't curse, but it would cause me to want to do so at this time. I do not permit that. Patra is a client of mine. I do not permit my clients to be taken advantage of. OCWEN, I need the information we're requesting. I need it, and until such time, I need you guys to send me confirmation that the sale has been postponed.
No, so right now I totally understand with regards to your concern. Okay, now the only thing I was just trying to inform you that as per the last update that I see from the research department, this was not the recent one, but this was in the month of November of 2016, where we see here that you requested for a validation of debt by providing the that you have the contractual obligation, and also requested us to provide the proof indicating BWW Law Group LLC is representing on the loan. This was one of the response that we had, or there was a written correspondence that was sent out to you in the month of November of 2016. That was one of the updates or the last update that we have from the research team. Okay, now I totally understand, sir, as you are saying that OCWEN is violating from the policy and procedures as per the state laws. I would also like to provide you with the highest. I would like to give you the direct phone number for the Ombudsman Department. That's the highest level of escalation that OCWEN has.
No,
Okay, you
the
can also take down
Ombudsman
this phone
Department
number.
doesn't help. You see, the Ombudsman, we can't go to the Ombudsman Department until you guys finally tell me that you cannot provide the information that I'm asking for. So you keep telling me that you're going to do the research and provide it. I need something specifically where you say that you cannot provide what I'm asking for. Then we can escalate it. But I can't escalate it just to be escalating it
No
because
problem.
that
So
violates your policy and it violates mine.
So right now, with regards to the research, sir, the request has been raised as of today's date, and the turnaround time for the research department to respond to the issue takes 10 business days. So you'll have to just wait for the response from the research department. And yes, if you're not satisfied with the response you have from the research team, you have a direct phone number for the research department on the letter and the direct phone number for the ombudsman team as well. I'll make sure that the email address that you just corrected is being updated on file, okay, and you'll have to wait for the response in the next 10 business days. You would be receiving an update, or the written correspondence will be sent out to you via email that you have just provided
for
me.
right now, I need you, I got all of that, and I'm okay with that. What I need for you to send me is confirmation that the sale has been postponed.
No problem. We will be sending you an email to the same email address, giving you a confirmation that as of today's date, the sale date that is scheduled for June 20th of 2017 is being set on hold.
Thank you very much.
Okay?
That's all I needed, sir, from you, and I appreciate you taking the time today.
You're welcome, sir. Any other questions for me?
I'll wait for the response from the Research Development Department, and we will go from there.
Sure. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day ahead.
You
Take
have
care.
a good
Goodbye.
day as well. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is being done to let you know that this individual's sell date, he said the 20th, but we were being told the 13th. Either way, the sell date has been postponed. Why? Because we gave them what's called a qualified written request. We also gave them a dispute letter. We put it all in one document. If you go to redressright, not redressright, I was about to say redressright.org/PDF. If you go to the SATCOM website, SATCOM 911, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on with this because I just uploaded 3 videos on SATCOM today. And SATCOM, as you see, let's do this. No, this is the wrong one. This is not SATCOM. This is a different thing that I didn't even set up. Where's my SATCOM 911? SATCOM 911. Okay. SATCOM's 3 videos. Preparing to upload. Wait a minute. You're supposed to already be uploaded. What you mean preparing? Give me a second, y'all. Thank you for your upload is complete. Refresh the page. Okay, we put 3 videos up on SATCOM. It introduces SATCOM to the world. Thank you for your upload. Thank you for your upload. Videos. See, it says preparing upload. So I'm going to have to SATCOM video number 3. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is SATCOM video number 1. Okay, now this is on the EON. It says EON, but that's not the channel. Okay, this is supposed to be on the SATCOM channel, but it's on the EON channel, and I'm gonna have to make sure the video is on the SATCOM channel. So you guys will have to excuse me. I have to take care of that because Google's messing with my accounts, dude. I'll take care of that now, ladies and gentlemen. While I'm taking care of that, let me go ahead and just tell you. qualified written request letter. A bona fide qualified written request letter gives them 60 days to respond. You have to stay on top of them with the qualified written request letter. Okay? That means that will postpone the sale. You will only get a couple of chances to play that game. But if you make your requests, bona fide requests, that will take care of most of it. Okay? You just heard the call where I'm calling them. It's scheduled for sale next week. Well, they said the 20th, but it was scheduled next week because I have the paperwork. And because of that, hold on. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to pause you. Nah, I'm going to hang up. I was going to call her and let her know and tell her I was going to record it, but I don't need to do that. You guys all heard the conversation. You just didn't get to hear all of her personal information. So that's the same OCWEN client that I called in before and got them on the phone saying all of that. That's the same situation. Okay? This is what I'm doing. And like I said, I can't show you the rest of the information on the qualified written request letter that we sent in. I can't show you the rest of the information because that information is private. Okay? So, because it's for SATCOM. So we will speak to you all later. Take care. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good life. And I'm out.